Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone, who dwell and taught us His truth, peace, blessings, safety, be to you elect out there, man. That's the brother Shia, and just was listening to some videos. Just came back from the health food store, man. Hey, it costs a grip. It costs a grip to try to be healthy, man. But hey, we gotta do what we gotta do on this side. But basically, this video is gonna be about Isaiah 4:1 and how it's coming to pass, man. I mean, it's brothers say it all the time. We always speak it, starting with Apostle Tahar on down. But Isaiah 4:1 is in full effect, man. It's just like when how can I put this example or what I'm trying to like. When a cake is in the oven, and it's getting baked and it's about to be good, but you gotta wait on it. If that makes sense, and the timer is like about to, and you're checking on it and it's looking good, it's not burning nothing, and then when I don't know, that was a bad analogy, man, but hey, it really is real, man, okay? And brothers are seeing it, brothers are dealing with, certain women that they're coming into contact to. And they're starting to they're starting to realize that they're desperate and that they need men. Like this whole concept of women not needing men, it was doomed from the start, because who funded it, who started it? Okay, Esau Edom did. So and that goes back to the garden, man. All right, he's that same serpent. Which we go into that word, serpent, it's Nahash or something, Nahash, I believe. And it means sorcerer or diviner. So, he was a sorcerer. He always had that spirit on him, man. All right, like the scriptures say, from his youth. Yeah, it left me right now. Dealing with some brain fog, but it'll be all right. I forgot, but yeah, man, so yeah, man, brothers are seeing it, and brothers, women are starting to like, and don't get it twisted, it's not fully here yet. All right, we ain't just fighting women off or getting anything that we want, but I mean, hey, brothers are, hey, and these modern women, especially the black female, man, like the Elder Hawad coin, the black female, man, nobody really checking for her. I saw something the other day where basically these women, hopefully that wasn't too loud. These women, they'll go to singles parties and nobody's there. You know why? Because the jig is up, man. All right, we're not checking for you no more. Okay, it's a wrap. All right, and even me, because myself, I'll be honest, I still fuck with Jake women. I still do. That's like my but I love all women though. But like a badass Judite, that's always been my thing. No diss the brothers that deal with the Edomites and everything like that. All right, I dealt with Edomites. I deal with all women. If they're attractive and they're pretty down to earth, I could deal with any woman. But and that's just growing up in the South. Growing up, we were always around nothing but damn black women, man. But anyway, and I'm starting to come off that, man. And I was the last one, where the apostles was like, yeah, leave them alone, leave them alone. I was like, yeah, well, that really don't apply to me, because they treat me different. I used to look at myself as the Negro woman tamer. Nah, Jake, you can't tame a wild, you can't break a wild gorilla, man. You can break a wild horse even. But a damn wild gorilla you can't break. Inside joke. But anyway, man, and it is what it is, man. Brothers not even in the spirit of really checking for women like that, man. Like we got out, and I'm coming also to grips or to terms with just having, your one woman, man, for the moment. All right. If you got a good little situation and, it's okay. She's pleased to dwell with you. She doesn't give you too much backlash. She doesn't stop you, from doing the work. Then hey, that was a blessing of the Lord. Okay, of course, you're gonna have trouble in the flesh, like the scriptures say. You're gonna have trouble in the flesh. All right, but if it's bearable, hey, that's what the Lord gave you to deal with. All right, and just you gotta do your best. You gotta can't be a dragon in your own household, which I've learned. I had to learn everything that I'm saying to brothers. I've either learned or going through the process of learning. I don't want to be a hypocrite. I try not to be. So yeah, it's coming to pass, man. And these women playing games, man. Like they'll act like it's just the Lord. The Lord, he'll it's like he'll have a woman all into you. Y'all talking and stuff, and then automatically it'll just that it might be just for a confidence build. Sometimes when we get numbers and stuff like that, it's just to be like, you still got it. Of course you want to crack. That's the end all be all. But sometimes a woman entertain you, like, all right, cool. That's cool for the moment. It's cool. At least somebody checking for me. Because it can get hard sometimes, brothers. We all know. But we take it because we know that's the conditions of the battle. So we don't get offended. We don't, woe is me. This brother got a girl. I can't get no women. Man, bro. Women on this side is the least of your worries, bro. Women on this side is the least of your worries, bro. And just chill, man. Because, like, these women, when you actually deal with a woman, it takes a lot from you. It takes a lot of resources. It takes finances. It takes finances. It takes time, which is the most important. Okay, and don't let you have a family. But brothers are doing it. It's some brothers that have families and everything like that. Women, and you don't even know. And for you brothers that don't have women, man, hey, y'all should be the most on fire, man. Y'all should be the most on fire. It shouldn't be an issue with doing the work. Of course things come up. You got jobs and everything like that. For a brother not to have a woman, I mean, but this applies to all of us. But Sophia is our main woman. I gotta do a lesson on Sophia. Yeah, Sophia is our main number one woman, man. Wisdom, the Greek word for wisdom, okay, which is wisdom is likened to a woman, a feminine spirit. All right, because it says what she will in the book of Sirach, it says she will deal with you with treacherous ways until she have proved you. Roughly paraphrasing. So yeah, man, it's, and brothers already know. Brothers be getting them looks, Hey, some of these women, be looking at you like you're a piece of meat. But hey, and then when you go approach them, it's no, I got a boyfriend. So it's like, okay, cool, appreciate the goddamn confidence boost or whatnot. I'm gonna go on my way. But yeah, man, hey, Isaiah 4:1, and it's gonna hit in different ways, because a lot of bros, especially younger bros that's young and don't really have experience over a lot of life, they would, oh shit, hopefully this door don't come open. They will, Isaiah 4:1 is gonna be this, and this. Like, where does that say that, brother? You gotta do some spiritual extrapolation, because you gotta think about the times we're gonna be in at that time. Okay. Hell, it could be a point where before even shit gets shut down, for Isaiah 4:1 start for you, and you know, you gotta or after, you know, the sirens go off or whatnot, and you have women in your house, they may be able to work online. They may be able to, you know, cause stuff still gonna be sold before, you know, the MOTB gets, like, you know, mandated. All right, before that gets mandated, it's still gonna get sold. Stuff still, commerce is still gonna happen. So that's where that part of Isaiah 4:1 talks about, we will provide for our own clothing and our food. Just let us be called by your name. Man, half of these, I'll say 90, I'll boldly say 98% of women were not told to sow. And I'll say about 90 or 85% of women, not 80, I'll give them benefit of the doubt. 80% of women don't know how to cook. So where is this provide for their own food, and what, they gonna go out and hunt? Like, what is it? And, you know, make our own clothes. All right. Of course, you know, you gotta look at things from a spiritual lens, man. All right. You got to look at things from a spiritual lens, and open the box, man, you know, of your mind, and stop, you know, it ain't gonna be like some damn I don't know. But yeah, man, you know, and it's coming to pass. And, you know, like I said, brothers are getting them looks. Hell, you know, women are approaching brothers, just giving them their numbers, man. They still playing games and whatnot, but hey, you came up to me and you gave me your number, bitch. The fuck? And I played a little game without going too far with you, but man, I say all that to say this, man. The days of playing games is over with, man. It's gonna be life or death situations out here. Okay, and if you ain't with a man of the Lord, then man, you gonna die, pretty much. Like that, I don't even have much to say at that. So I'm gonna end it with that, man. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, safety to the Lord's elect out there. Shalom.